Hi, I'm Pooja Bhardwaj, editor for Digital Tech Media, and we have with us Dr. Meetali Sharma, Director Risk, Compliance and Information Security at SDG Corporation. Meetali here will talk about the data security landscape and how it is impacting the IT sector. So without wasting any more time, let's get into a quick chat with Meetali. Meetali, before I ask you that question, please tell us more about your experience at the Digital Tech Conclave.
I think it has been a wonderful experience at the Conclave, and not just this event. I think all the events that Digital Tech Media does, they are superb. They are innovative. There is everything. Every time there is something new that you learn, and everything is planned in such a nice way that you add certain value to the overall conference. It is not like any other conference. It is a different experience. You feel good. And at the end of the day, you network and also you learn and you go back. So I think it's innovation and kudos to the entire team.
Thank you so much for those wonderful words. But coming back to the data security landscape, how do you think, the data security as a technology is really transforming the IT sector, and how is it impacting the sector?
So, if you look at the Verizon breach investigation report, or if you look at any of the reports that are being published, you will see that, a lot of breaches that are happening these days are data breaches. There is compromise of the data. Why? Because we Indians, we are always okay to give our data to anyone. We will give the consent. We feel that it is accept all. When it comes to the cookies or something. And that's the reason why, the data security is becoming of paramount importance, because a lot of data breaches are happening and it is becoming a very easy attack surface for the hackers, because it's very easy to, go and do a data breach than doing some other sophisticated attacks. Maybe, attacks through the phishing attacks or the social engineering. All of that are kind of social data breaches that are happening these days. And I think because of that, a lot of focus is on protecting the data. And the organizations, they don't realize what is the critical data for the organization. It is very important. As an organization, I should know what is the risk associated with my data, which data is critical, which data I need to protect, which data, is really the one that I should store internally versus what I should store on the cloud. Just because, the cloud is the in thing in the market, I should not just go and, start putting everything on the cloud. Right. So I think that's one area because of which data security, it has always been there. But now it is becoming of even more importance, because now board and everybody else realizes that this is something which we really need to protect as our crown jewels.
But on that note, what are some of the complexities and challenges when it comes to implementing data security?
The key challenge is, where is my data, right? And if you would see in the market, there are so many tools who would say that we do the data discovery, we do this, we do that. But the problem is that as a department head, as an organization, as the strategic goal of the organization, we don't know where all the data is residing. Maybe, it is because of the lack of certain policies within the organization, because of the lack of employee awareness. We don't know who has the data, where all the data has already been posted, who all my previous employees who have already taken the data with them. So I think that is the key thing, the data discovery. People don't know what is the data. And now, second point, let's say if I have even discovered where my data is, how do I classify and protect it? How do I discriminate between a confidential and proprietary data? How do I differentiate it? So those kinds of policies, those kinds of controls within the organization need to be designed based on the risk appetite of the organization. That's very critical.
Right, absolutely. Data classification indeed is very important. But that was for data security. If you talk about, technology and trends in general, what are some of the technologies and trends that are going to change the industry going forward, especially the IT sector?
I think the greatest buzzword this time is AI.
Yeah.
So anything related to artificial intelligence, even if you look at a pass out or if you look at kids, everybody is talking about Chat GPT, Copilot, all these things. So I think AI and governance around that, so policies and governance around that will be something which will be the tech trend for the next 2-3 years. Data security will continue to be there. Machine learning combined with AI will also be there. Because a lot of times, you have to analyze the data that is there, and because of that, you need machine learning. Cloud adoption will still continue because, people are still growing towards cloud adoption. And with all of these, ransomware attacks will also continue. There will be more and more sophisticated attacks because, we plan defenses and the hackers move 2 steps ahead of us and they, plan their attacks. So that would be there.
Right. So for Meetali, it is AI, ML and ransomware attacks that are really going to be the game changers. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
For us. So we had
Thank you for the opportunity. Thank you.